Hi guys, this is a bit of an impromptu video, but I'm just gonna go through my books and unhaul a few. I'm just in like a clear out mood and I just want to make a bit of extra money, so I'm gonna sell some of the books that I know I'm never gonna read again, or I've decided I don't want to read anymore or something like that. I'm just gonna go through them and get rid of them because my shelves are pretty full, to be fair. I'm not really got any room for any more books, so I'm gonna get rid of some that I know I'm not gonna reread. And yeah, so I'm gonna go do that now, and then I will show you the books that I'm going to unhaul today. Okay, so this is the pile of books that I'm going to unhaul and get rid of. I'm just going to quickly go through them now and just explain why I'm getting rid of them. So here we go, I've got this pile next to me of all the books I'm getting rid of. I'm just going to quickly go through them, just explain why I'm getting rid of them and go from there. So I've got a couple of thrillers that I'm getting rid of. I'm getting rid of The Silent Patient by Michaelides because I've read this and all my family have read it because I really did enjoy this book. It was really good, but I know that I won't reread it because with thrillers I feel like once you've read it you're not really gonna want to read it again unless it was like particularly mind-blowing and you want to pick up on all the pieces or whatever as you read it. But yeah, I just feel like I would never read this again because I know the plot twist at the end and it just wouldn't be the same. So yeah, my family's read this, I've read this, there's just no point me keeping this any longer. And I've also got Invisible Girl by Jewell. I read this last year and it was okay, but it just wasn't one of my favourite ones by her. So I feel like I wouldn't really recommend it to my family and stuff. So yeah, I'm just never going to read this again. There's no point in keeping this either. And then this might come as a surprise to some of you guys because I know these books are so well loved. Lots of people adore this series, but I just don't. So, and that is Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom. So I had the Shadow and Bone series as well, and I got rid of them a while ago because I didn't enjoy them. And Six of Crows, I did enjoy the characters, I definitely did. And the plot's good, it's just the writing and the world that I don't love. I like the TV series because I feel like you can visualise things more, but when I'm reading it, I just feel like there's so many words and bits that I didn't understand properly that it just took away the enjoyment for me, and I just know that I'm never going to end up reading the second book. I'll just watch the TV series instead to know what happens, or Google what happens if I really care, but I just know that I'm not going to read it, and it's quite a big book, and I just know that I'm not going to. So there's no point holding on to something that I'm not going to read. So I'm going to get rid of that duology. And this might also come as a surprise to some of you guys as well, but I'm going to get rid of the entire Shatter series because I've read this whole series. I finished it this year. I did really enjoy it, but it's not a series that I'm going to read again. So there's obviously just no point me holding on to them because they're taking up so much room on my shelves because there's so many of the books. So I might as well sell the series to someone who wants the whole series and can enjoy it. But yeah, I did definitely really enjoy this series. It's just not like one of my all-time favourite series that I know I'm going to reread again in years to come. So I might as well just get rid of it now. So there's Shatter Me, Unravel Me, Ignite Me, Restore Me, Defy Me, and Imagine Me. And then there's also the novella books, which is Unite Me, Find Me, which these two are bind-ups of, both got 2 novellas in, and then the final novella, Believe Me. Yeah, that will free up some space on my shelves ready for new books at some point, even though I've said to myself I'm not buying any new books until after my wedding in August. But then yesterday I did kind of buy 2 books at the second-hand bookshop, but it's fine. They were literally like £2 each, so it's fine. I can let that slip. Okay, and then the other ones that I've got here, they're all kind of like romancy-ish books. So I've got a pile here. So I've got the Flatshare by Beth. I did really enjoy this book, but it's just, again, not something I'm going to reread, so I might as well get rid of that. There is a TV series or a film, I think it's a TV series, based on this book, which I'm going to definitely read at some point. But yeah, I know I just won't reread the book again, so might as well get rid of that one. And then I've also got 13 Weddings by Paige, which I read a couple months ago, and I bought this book secondhand because I thought, well, I'm getting married this year, and I thought a book about weddings would be interesting and a good time to read it. This book was okay, but not one of my favourites. I didn't enjoy both of the male characters. There was sort of like a love triangle in this book, and both of the main male characters in this book I just didn't like. One of them I just didn't like, he was annoying, and then the other one just gave me the ick, so it was hard to like root for the romance in this book, and I know I'd never read this again either, so yeah, getting rid of that one. And I've also got Looking for Alaska by John Green, which I did get from the secondhand bookshop, and as time's gone on, I've just got more and more books that I want to read, and I know that I'm not going to get to every single one of them, so I'm going to get rid of this one because I feel like this is just one that I keep putting off, and I'm just not going to get round to, so I'm going to get rid of this one. And similarly, this one, Circe by Madeline Miller, I did try reading this in a recent vlog, which was reading books out of my comfort zone. I did start reading it, and I feel like it could be something I could potentially enjoy, but it's not, yeah. I thought I was going to give it another go this autumn, but thinking about it, again, I've got so many books that I want to read. I've literally got an endless TBR pile, so books that I'm like not too excited to read, what's the point? And again, I bought this secondhand, so it was dead cheap, doesn't matter that I didn't read it, didn't really waste any money, so I'm going to get rid of that one. And I'm also going to get rid of The Spanish Love Deception by Elena Armas, because I read this, I'm not going to read it again, and I probably wouldn't recommend it to other people. I did give it 5 out of 5 stars, but I think that was just because I was travelling at the time and it was just keeping me really amused and entertained, and I did really enjoy it for what it was, but I'm not going to read it again. So I'm getting rid of that one as well, and I'm not too fussed about continuing with this series either, so yeah, getting rid of that one. And then the final 3 books that I'm getting rid of is the Kiss Quotient trilogy. So I've recently just finished this trilogy, so there's the Kiss Quotient, The Bride Test, and The Heart Principle. Yeah, so there's 3 little books, 3 little romances, and one of the main characters in each of these books is like somewhere on the autism spectrum, and I thought it was really interesting to read about, and I really did enjoy these. They were just really nice, cute romances, but again, I'm not going to read them again because they're not the kind of books that I would reread, so I'm getting rid of those 3 as well. So there's my pile of books that I'm going to get rid of. I'm going to put them on my Vinted, and yeah, I'll put my Vinted username in the description below in case you're interested in purchasing any of these. I don't know about you, but it feels good to have a clear out, and then my shelves, I can actually fit more of the fantasy books here rather than having them all stacked on top. I could actually fit them on the shelf a bit better now, so that makes me happy. But thanks for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and please like the video and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!